Hello dear friends, good afternoon. This is the 8th or 10th video I have made, and it's not because that it's not only because that I changed my mind in using the vocabulary and things. It's mostly because of the technical equipment. I use a very good, a much better audio mic, but it has interference, I think, with the wire has interference, so there is this zzz sound and make it very unpleasant in the sense that it hurting the ears. So I decide to just use my normal camera to make this video. It may not be the best quality, but at least with less things we can get more out of it. Sometimes we are putting too much effort into things. It ends up those efforts overshadow our true intention and effort. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. If we have one camera and just a simple camera may not be the best audio quality, may not be the best video quality, but it is simple. Whatever you say, it will honestly record without the best audio and video quality, but it's okay, it can get things done. Sometimes we are putting too much attention and trying to make things as good as professional, as good as our expectation. We will end up putting too much things into one little effort, and all these little things will damage our final result. For example, the electric wire, the cable will interference and make noise, and you will have one hand holding camera, another hand holding the microphone, and make yourself clumsy. Anyway, let's make it simple. I am using one camera, my old loyal, my old loyal camera, and just do the job. I had a very, very severe headache this morning. I do not know the reason. Maybe because just too many things happening, too much pressure on my side, and life has come to this stressful stage. And I just got a headache. No real cure. The only real cure is to slow down, is to not to think about it. And my husband said, you can eat an aspirin. And I said, maybe at this stage, at this time, aspirin may not be as good as a mindfulness, sitting quiet down, slow down, just wondering. And I came to send my boy to soccer training, to soccer match, and without any aim, any particular direction, I found myself here in an open space. And to my surprise, I found this deserted house. And deserted house, it's such a haunted, maison hantée, such a haunted feeling, and it adds a lot of this mystery of this place. There is this little teeny tiny little rain. Maybe you can hear it. Or maybe not, but the air is full of these tiny particles that only exist in the forest. those little tiny, moist, full of oxygen elements makes me feel so good, so good. This tiny rain, and nobody disturbs. From time to time there is a car passing. I have seen one car passing during this 1 hour time, and 1 or 2 person walking here, because this is an open space. It belongs to all of us, and I don't feel bad. If I go to some quiet university place, college, yeah, it is open campus, but or go to another city, it just don't feel as good as that public place that you are free to wander around and feel good. It makes me feel so good. I think just this eyeful of greenness, of moist, also relax you, I think. This is such a mysterious place. It's kind of scary. Kind of scary. So these couple of days I was taking classes without paying. There was these Coursera classes, and it's called, I think it's called MOOC, Mass or Massive or Mass, online open course. So a lot of universities or intellectual institutes record some of their classes and put it on some website, put on some course, educational course such as Coursera, and I took those classes. My husband first took some classes, and as we were driving, from time to time, he opened up those classes and I listened, and I found it's such a good idea. So I started to listen to those classes. And there was one class, Morality of Our Everyday Life, by Paul Bloom. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful class. Wonderful class. It's he is such a wonderful psychologist and philosopher, and he put his idea very clear and some controversial idea, and explain and debate right to the point, and in such an eloquent and rhetoric method. And there are some other classes. There was one class, public speaking, from University of Washington. A wonderful class. At the beginning, I was thinking, "Oh, this guy talks so big, talks so big voice." I usually do not, and quite quick. I usually find it hard to understand a quick speech. But he pointed out all these, it's just his idea in our everyday language, and he points out and explains in such a wonderful and easy approach way, and he is a full of fun person, also very good. And there is another course. I think the professor is Karen or some. I forgot the professor name, but I will never forget what she has told, what she has taught. It's about learning how to learn from a neuroscientist point of view. What is the most effective way of learning, and why some method works well and some method does not work. I'm sorry, there must be too much wind. You may not be able to hear what I say, right? Okay, I will keep on with my video. Yes, so there are, and she has such a very good idea and very well explained. I so believe in her because her way of talking is so sincere, and not only sincere and knowledgeable, and she made her point clear, and she made different side of the story and what works, what not works, and from a research from in a very convincing way. So I like that idea very much. And I like that class very much. And then there was another class about educational teachers, kind of consulting for teachers. The class is about management for teachers, so that you can get your life together. It's in her own vocabulary, it's togetherness. It's another wonderful, wonderful class, and she is definitely she is making a living out of this consulting speech and talks, and definitely she was once a teacher, and I just could imagine, I just could see when she was in the classroom, she must be such an admired and efficient and effective teacher. Just wonderful. I forgot her name, but I learned a lot from that class. And I'm still carrying on with her ideas, with her thoughts, and with her methods. And one of the reasons I am in such a terrible state right now, had a big headache, is from her idea. To get yourself together, the togetherness, you need to prepare things very well in advance, and 1 week in advance. I think as a teacher, you all prepare your things well in advance. But once I hear what she has said, I just start to feel so bad of myself that I did not have time to prepare all these things. If you are a teacher, you know your classroom time is 45 minutes or 50 minutes, 55 minutes or 1 hour, whatever it may be, around 1 hour time. You need so long, 2, 3, 4 hours of time to prepare it, or maybe even longer time than that to prepare it, right? To get yourself together, get your information together, to sort out your information, and that spends a lot of time. And if you are a repeating teacher, repeating student, repeating teacher, I mean, if you are a teacher that you always teach the same grade, same class, same subject, or something same, then it you add up your knowledge, you add up your resource, you add up your information base, and your class will become better and better and better. But the challenge is when you have multiple classes and always new things in you, then that becomes quite challenging. And what I am meeting with, the problem is that I have new and multiple classes. So trying to get all these things together, get those informations together, and get my thoughts together takes a lot, so much effort and so much work. So I think this is the reason why I am so headache, so terrible at this stage. And but it is definitely for the good of myself, for the good of my future classes. I have learned so much, and I started to prepare myself, and it started to pay off. And I am so much more prepared in class, and the class is becoming easier, and because I prepared much more, or I feel it's all these good things, this class, that class, all these online class I listen to, and all their the way they persuade the professors, the wonderful professors present their idea. I learned just so much, and I am improving myself. And the good example is this Thursday's class. It was just a blast. It was so enjoyable. It was so enjoyable. I usually do not have that enjoyable class because there is always sometimes some students cannot catch up, or sometimes the level difference, the interest difference, some can understand, some cannot understand. No matter how simple a thing is, no matter how complicated a thing is, there is always some students get lost in the middle of things. And I remember there was one time we had a teacher training, and we make one paper folding, a kind of paper folding. And anyway, it's involve a small project involves paper folding. And the instructor said, you fold this way and turn it around, fold that way and then turn it around, and then fold in this way and then turn it around and fold out that way. And then a lot of teachers lost. So then the instructor said, okay, see, even yourself as a teacher you get lost. Imagine in class how many students will get lost. I think this is very, 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 very true, that it is not easy. Sorry for the wind. Let me go back to the place where there is less wind. I better do not go to the place that I do not know. Excuse me. I don't know those ways, so I better keep on this big road. Le Grand Boulevard. Le Grand Boulevard. So, what I am trying to say. So, okay, let's go back to that Thursday's class. Look at this leaf, so pretty. Let's just get distracted a teeny tiny little bit. How about it? This is a very worthwhile distraction. They are so pretty. These leaves are so pretty. It deserves to be noticed, right? It's a worthwhile distraction. Let's go back. So that class turned out to be such a wonderful class. I'm sorry, I just noticed when I or it must produce a lot of big noise. Please excuse me, from time to time I make these mistakes. I didn't intend to. So and I was in full swing and just so confident and so comfortable with a lot of ideas, and because I thought about it, something that just I did not plan the class with. I did not do the class exactly as what I planned, because there are some ideas coming out even better than what I have planned. I just go with the flow. So when you have confidence and when you know you are the boss, you control the situation, you can make things really so good. And it is important that always you make sure you have this confidence, and you make sure you produce the opportunity to allow you to have this confidence. And there are classes just do not turn out right. For example, there are classes when the students had previous class was a more active class or involved more activities, or the previous class was a test and half of the students didn't finish the work and felt stressed out, or for whatever reason, yes, for whatever reason, or had the teacher very relaxed, so they were not in the mood of tighten up, or with a teacher very stressed and they all stressed out, and with a teacher very strict and they were all stressed out. And the same thing, you can think that when the students finish your class, your own class, they will carry on your spirit, or they will carry on the thing that you have produced, you have infused into their mind to the next teacher. Maybe it's not fair for the next teacher, or maybe it's just not the same as what the next teacher expected. I would say this not to blame on somebody or excuse myself. I say this just to put the fact there that we can all think things with more empathy, passion and compassion, and understand the world a little bit better. So listening to these classes has really improved me a lot. And for example, I make a small notebook. Let me show you my small notebook. Wallet. Don't look. Woman's purse. Do not look. Okay. So I have this pretty little notebook. I write down what I need to do day by day, and if I finish one thing, I cross it out. At least I have this little book. It's a pretty little book. It's a pretty little book I like, I cherish. It's not a cheap one. It's one of the student gift from Vera Wang. It's Vera Bradley. Anyway, get something that you like, you cherish, and treat yourself with respect. Treat yourself nicely, and when you look good, feel good, or when you have good things and feel good, you will do good things, right? Good energy, positivity just will transcendent, will transfer, will carry on and move its way in the right direction. What else I want to say? Yes. So all these classes really helped me a lot. I hope you can if you are not in the stress, if you have some time, I don't know, because it's helped me so much. I want to share this good opportunity. I feel that if I do not share these good things, it's just too selfish. I only myself enjoying it, and I want you to enjoy it also. It's called Coursera, 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 and Coursera. No, it must be Coursera, the Coursera. Anyway, there are different classes also. There are many online educational websites. You can take classes. So I took those classes and download the lesson online. And as I was driving, I do not listen to radio, not very much about radio. I listen to these courses. And some course has some pop-up questions, pop-up quiz. I try to avoid those, just one straight up instruction, so that I just listen. It's like wonderful, and not to look at the screen. The thing that do not need to look at the screen are the best.